Good morning. Welcome to morning meditation. I'm Annessa Morrison with Ascension, and I'm so glad to have you here. Uh, Today, we're going to do work on choosing, and in particular, the drama that we choose to have in our life. So, I was up this morning early, and the kids are here because it's a watch kids night, and can't really pop into the studio because I will soon have an audience and they'll get in trouble for not doing what they're supposed to do by sitting there and da-da-da-da-da. So I turned on a show about a drama case in Massachusetts, um, and Bill says to me, I guess you chose your drama today. And it's like, yeah, I did. I chose it to be in a box and I chose it to stay there, and I can go there, I can turn it on, I can turn it off, and I'm in charge. And it's just like in our lives, we are also in charge of our own drama. If you see drama coming your way, you can say, I'm going to go. You can say, you can go. You can choose not to engage. You can remove the situation. Some of the reasons that people don't are, I'm right. When it comes to anger and fighting and all of that, and nobody's life is on the line, who gives a hoot? Who's right? Right doesn't really matter. And there's so many different angles you can come at something from. But there's I'm right, and there's you're just too stupid to understand. And then there's, well, I'm better than you. And then there's, well, your opinion doesn't matter because it is the wrong opinion. And there's so many reasons that we give ourselves to start a fight, a verbal fight, a physical fight for viciousness that happens online, to put more anger and vitriol into the world. Why? We've been taught that. That is protecting ourselves. That is supporting our cause. That is whatever the... Now, granted, there are causes that need people's attention and they need to be supported, absolutely. And then there is a huge swath of the current population that right now believes that anything that you do or say, no matter where it came from, no matter what the intent was, can be twisted into, you are attacking me. Like the situation I had the other day. I wrote somebody up and I said the drama's your choice, and I was attacking. That was their take on it. It was meant as a friendly piece of advice to help a person find the power over their own life and their own choices and their own drama, because it was obviously creating issues at a job. And I truly meant to do it in a way that would have been beneficial to anybody who was used to taking responsibility for their own actions at all. And there is a large swath of people who are not in the place where accountability is a part of their life. It's all blame someone else and cancel them and hurt them, and my opinion has to be heard, and never stop to think about, have you tried to see this from anyone else's point of view? Is your opinion the only one in the room all the time? Well, when you lock yourself in a hole, I guess it is. You have to go so far inside yourself with your victimhood that it is a form of narcissism to not first of all, think that another person can understand any part of what you're going through. Everybody goes through a lot of stuff. And secondly, to consider them cruel because you have chosen to believe that they cannot understand. And then call them names. This is so very, the world revolves around me and my emotions, and there's no kind of accountability for anything that I may have done that caused this. There's no accountability for the fact that I could have walked out and I chose not to because somebody had to hear that I thought you were terrible. And there's no accountability for the way it was approached, how the work has been done, any of this other stuff. People of my age grew up with accountability for the most part. It's a generation of I'm accountable one way or another. And I have had my fair share of accountability. And there's still people out there who have decided and will forever absolutely know for certain that I don't take accountability for any of my actions. And they are the saviors who have made sure that my life has lasted until now. And if that makes them comfortable, fine. It doesn't hurt me anymore. Because I chose to be outside of that drama. I chose that this is no longer a part of my life. I chose not to spend time where I was that incompetent and terrible a person. And it's a hard choice sometimes. It's a really hard choice. But the first thing to do is to get yourself to recognize that this is what's happening. I mean, I grew up where being teased, somebody spending time teasing you was supposed to be the sign that they loved you. Oh, look at you, you're getting fat. That means I love you. Oh, this person over here, worthless, friggin' female. That means I love you too. It is true that that meant I love you, but it was also hurtful and harmful. And eventually you have to say, I'm not going to show up for it anymore. I don't want to be hurt anymore. I don't want to feel bad about who I am. I don't want to believe that it's true. I don't want to engage with people who think I'm a piece of shit. Why on earth would an intelligent person who sees it want to spend any time with people who think they're terrible? So, today we're going to open up our awareness, because I know how easy it is. You get caught in this, you believe what's true, you know, Stockholm syndrome, the whole thing, whatever. You believe it's true. And you have to bring yourself to a different awareness to realize that you crying, thinking you're a worthless piece of shit at night, isn't because somebody loved you. It's because somebody thinks you're a piece of shit. And they told you under the guise of love so that they felt more powerful and better than you. So, today, we're going to open up our awareness and allow ourselves to take in when this is, meant well or not, a harmful situation to how you feel about yourself, so that you can make a determination as to whether to walk away from the drama and find peace, or whether to choose with open eyes that this is a part of my life that I accept and I'm going forward with, and I'm going to view it this way, and I'm going to take it this way, and I'm going to make it work. There are times when I've been able to make it work, and there are times when I haven't. and with some of the most important people in my life. And it's okay, because today I am really happy with myself or my atmosphere and the people around me, and just the amount of peace that I can get every day. And choosing on most days for any vital drama to be not somebody's damn opinion, but on a screen with a remote control. And I can turn it off, and I can be in it, and I can choose to walk the hell away. So, the knowledge, recognizing the trigger, and I have had a tendency to not see things the first moment. And maybe not the first day, but the next day after sleeping or having, I'm like, oh God. That's usually when I would bawl about stuff and believe stuff that wasn't true. And so opening up myself to be able to see things as they were happening took very strong events after a very long train of events to be able to start to pull myself away from this is just the norm into a place of why am I spending time in a place with people who think I'm terrible? I don't want to do that. Nobody wants to do that. And we do all the time. And it's in the name of love. And you shouldn't walk away from love feeling less. And you do have a choice every time as to whether or not you engage with the drama. Sometimes you're going to walk away feeling like my side didn't get heard and I wasn't confirmed and nobody knew that I was right. And you're going to eventually understand how much more important peace and self-esteem and the space to think is than being right or trying to convince somebody who's going to have an opinion based upon their life experience that may or may not be something that you can grasp, that this is not the right thing to do. You can't change other people. You can change yourself. So today, let's get into the meditation. And we're going to start up in early warning system. There are things that we know are off. And before we know what it is that's making them off, and before we totally engage with, damn, that's hurtful. There's a whole lot of little doors and processes that you have to go through. But when it comes down to it, being able to recognize these is a faith in yourself. And faith and belief is all way up here on the very top, the crown chakra, purple, and multiple purples above that we can't even see. And this frequency that downloads wonderful information connects us to the unconditional love, this truly unconditional love, and everything based upon faith. I know that I am an individuation of a drop in an ocean that I will go back to when this body's done. Faith. You have faith in your religion, and if it doesn't hurt anybody, more power to you. Awesome. Getting away to a very strong faith is good. So, us having faith that we can handle the truth at the moment that the truth is presented to us is big. I mean, our mind tries to protect us in so many different ways. So start off in the faith that we can handle the truth about Uh, can't keep a job. Well, no, not true. The truth. Right here, right now, right as it happens. Because with the truth and the seeing of the truth, I can choose whether or not to engage in the drama. So let it open up. Let the new knowledge wash over us. Let the new awareness of the fact that we can choose our own drama wash over us. Not engaging with drama stops drama. It takes two people to argue. And nobody is 100% right all the time, including me. And I'm okay with that. I'm human. And let's open up our let's open up the excuses and permission slips that we have written for engaging in this behavior over and over again and still knowing what the result is going to be. When these become open and we see what's happening and recognize that this is a choice, that is when we can make it. Okay, now bring it down. Feel the vibrations of the different colors and the different frequencies of the different areas of your body. Feel them all working together. Get that spine nice and straight so you go from top to tail on your spinal fluid flow, which is a wonderful, healthy way to live. Flow in every which way. Connect to the earth. Ground yourself. Feel the energy. Feel the conversation of the life on earth. Feel the connection to the physicalities that are a part of our 3D existence here. Now, I'm going to go into the mind palace. And seeing as how we're dealing with faith, we still have the tornado. Everybody gets a tornado in faith, no matter how stern and staunch and I need to defend this. Everybody still gets occasional tornadoes. Let's calm that tornado down. Now we can see doors, windows, drains. And we're going to go through and open all these windows. Especially the ones that are stuck, the ones that are painted closed, the ones that are nailed, the ones that are screwed down. Get them open. Push them up. Open the windows. Accept that I am ready for the truth. I am ready to see things as they are. I am ready to choose my reactions. And I am ready to choose to walk away without being right and simply not engage in the drama. Get them all open. Get the walls down on our mind boxes. Open up to that part of our existence that knows that we are worthy and precious and special and important in this life, and that we deserve good treatment and care and to be heard when it's necessary and to be able to walk away when it's not. We are deserving of all of the best things in the world. And so therefore, we are deserving of our own choice to not engage in pointless drama. With all those windows open, you can feel the fresh air coming in, the truth, and the ability to be calm in the face of it, to not have to argue with it, to let it sit for a moment before a reaction. and be in that truth. And then to recognize that you do have an importance. You are worthy. You are smart. You are capable. You are doing a good job as a human being. You're fine. You're wonderful. You're worthy. You are worthy. And once you acknowledge that there is worth to you, then you can acknowledge that there is worth to walking away from a dramatic situation to nurture you and your soul and your vehicle with peace. And it doesn't mean you can't win the fight. It simply means you don't choose to engage in it. You choose to be kind to you above being right. No matter what it is you say in this world, you're right. If you're a perpetual victim, you're right. If you are worthy and abundant, you're right. Your words manifest your reality. Give yourself the gift, choosing to walk away from places where your words might manifest a different reality than you are choosing going forward as a worthy individual. Connect again. Let the knowledge, let the download, let the love wash over you. Feel the frequencies harmonizing all the way down. Wonderful flow, front and back. Beautiful connection. And we're going to stop here on pink. It's right above the heart chakra, which is green. This is self-care. That's exactly what it is when you choose to not engage with the drama. It is self-care. Okay. Walk away. Invite people to leave. Whatever is the most efficient way to end the situation, to move the hell on. So you are polluting yourself less by not being there longer. Okay, not violence and not being nasty and not attacking people. But something that is worthy of you and your abundance and your importance on this earth. And the importance of self-care, of peace. Because the truth is, you are abundant. You are worthy. You are important. You are needed. So you deserve this. Namaste.